are live. Hello, hello, hello. Let's hope that everything works well. I can see my own chat, so that's the important bit. We have visuals, so yay! Hi everybody. I have to get used to that the camera is over there. So today I'm gonna be continuing all this work for like building a little convention army of all these tiny little blobs that we've been doing the last few days, I must say, the last week. So we are gonna be, or I am gonna be continuing this. My worker Kira already did a very good job today with all the blobs. She was super fast at finishing like an entire army. So now I'm just continuing. Hi, Three Bros, welcome. I'm gonna be just continuing making the little blob army. Like, they're super adorable. Like, this is the dragon that I've been making today. My light is not really working so well. So let's see. Some technical difficulties. There we go. So this is the little blobby. Still needs the wings and it still has an open butt. But a little Sakura one. So I'm hoping to need to really figure out how to get my light position. So I have still a lot of them to do. I have to make sure to do as many as possible before tomorrow, because then I'm going to go and build the table tomorrow, so everything needs to be done. Thank you! I'm glad that you like it. I'm like, I don't know, I have two sets of comments like on each screen and a camera there, so I need to get used to this. And I still have to go live on Instagram. I said that I'm gonna do that as well, so I'm just gonna go live. I don't really have anything prepared to post, so I thought like, yeah, doing a nice live would actually be good. So I'm just gonna put my microphone. Let me just set this up. It's always so hard to get the angles right. So there we go. So I'm just gonna go live on there as well and start working on things, so I'm gonna be fast. So I'm gonna first continue with this blobby because I need to get the wings. I did like 4 of them in one hoop and then 6 of the wings, so I'm gonna have one spare wing in the end. But let's just go. These ones are a little bit smaller than the typical micro dragon wings, so they're a bit more tricky to turn around. But luckily I didn't really do them heavy on embroidery, so I'll be able to turn them without issues. Hello Instagram as well. I'm live again on YouTube and on Instagram, so it's I'm gonna be looking at both cameras that way. You barely posted this week? Yeah, it's been hectic. I'm still trying to keep up with my schedule, but it's like, especially now, the last few days of the convention, I'm really out of the loop. I don't really have the time to post stuff. I was filming today quite a lot of like TikToks in between, so maybe I'll have the chance before when I go to bed to edit like a little TikTok and then post on Instagram as well. But I thought like a live might be actually better, than I have some company on both ends while I'm preparing the last convention things. So these little wings are, let me see if I can turn them inside out. So this little dragon has like sakura flowers, but I took the leaves from here and I added them on the wings, so it has like little wingy blobs. So that's what I'm trying to get up now. So I must say, like, I haven't really thought about the convention a lot this week. I was really pretty chill and pretty relaxed, but right now, like few minutes before the stream, I really started to feel that nervousness for some reason. I don't know why it got to me, but I really started thinking like, oh my god, like tomorrow I have to go and build the table again. So that's that's crazy. I have a good reason to Well, I don't know. I really like promised myself that I'm gonna be posting, like I wanted to start my TikTok journey or my Instagram journey, and the only requirement that I had for myself was that I want to just be able to post daily, like no matter what happens, unless I got like a really um, good excuse with a super big emergency or so, then I would allow myself not to post. But I'm really like trying to keep up my schedule of posting daily, and I must say that it's really fun. It's been really I've been managing to keep it up or even like batch record some TikToks, but yeah, it's been I'm enjoying it, especially the magic tricks and stuff, because I have to learn all the traditional magic tricks in order to do some videos. Like I really want to do some proper dragon magic, so I'm learning magic tricks. But yeah, social media has been a little bit put on pause today. That's why I'm live both on Instagram and on YouTube right now. So this is my usual Patreon stream. Normally I do like patterns. I digitize patterns for my patrons, and also like the upcoming shop releases ones. But because tomorrow is convention day again, I'm just trying to finish last blobs that Kira didn't finish today. I've been like embroidering like crazy today. Like so many designs. I did a lot of Pokemon, a lot of like Kirara, Wolfling, a few of the Sakura dragons, and I have still the little fox, the Sakura Fox. So it's been whew, there. So I'm just like, look how cute this wing is. It's like little how do you call it? Like little leaves. So they're gonna work perfect. For some reason, when I was designing it, it started reminding me of tulips. So that's also a nice thingy. There you go. I think I'm gonna turn these wings the other way around when I stitch them on. So it's gonna be with the thingy on the outside, like this, I think. So it's gonna look better from both sides, because this one is pretty busy. And if I put it like this, then you can't really see that much. So I think I'm just gonna turn them, keep them like this. Wolfling blob. I have one that was like, I'm gonna do the Wolfling blob next. But I have one here that kind of failed. Let me grab it really quickly. Well, it's not that he failed, he just wasn't chubby enough. So this was the one that I did yesterday. This was the first test. So he looks very, like the light is a bit off, but I took off this line under the chin and I made him a bit more chubby here, because I thought like he was too skinny. And I got some nice little set of tails. But yeah, so after this one, after I saw the wings on this little blobby, then I'm gonna do a wolfling, so you're gonna see the hey Shenyan, welcome. Or there is the camera. Welcome. And yes, I have like a lot of blobs. Let me try and see. Look, they're just chilling here, and they're behind me. They're like the blob army. So I'm just let's see. I messed up my camera. It's always hard to set up the camera so we can see everything. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Like, I'm sorry, I'm ignoring a little bit the Instagram chat because I'm not really being able to see it that well. I should probably take in my glasses. But hi, Leila and Andy. I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm preparing the last convention stock. Tomorrow I go to build the table for the last convention, which is made in Asia. It is here close by to me, so it's like at 20 minutes away, something like that. So it's I'm gonna sleep in my own bed each night, which is nice. so I don't have to travel too long, but I just want to make sure to finish everything. He's a poopa wolf cobbling, yes. He's like, he has very like a sad expression. Like if you see, I have here the original big link, or actually he's tiny, but this is the only one that I did on 4x4 scale. Like it's the pattern that I have with very like tricky applique. So this is the one that I made, and I'm never making it again because it hurt my hands and it's hell to turn around. But yeah, this is like the yeah, this one is cuter. I give you that. So we'll see later. We're gonna put them all side by side. Conventions are the best, yeah. They are. I'm excited to see everybody again, especially all the artist friends that I made on the previous convention and stuff. That's I'm really excited. Aww. You wish you could go but don't have time? Yeah, I think that's always the case. Like if I'm not being what do you call it? If I'm not if I don't have a table at the convention, then I rarely have time to go as well. I'm just gonna put Cookie a bit away because I have my bag of stuffing here. I think this little thingy needs a little bit extra stuffing in his butt. Oh, well, I am gonna release the blob patterns, or actually I'm just gonna call them keychains. They're blobs just when I make them, I guess. But I'm gonna release all these cuties as keychains or as charm after the convention. I'm gonna make sure to do a couple of tutorials, and then I'm gonna release all of them yeah, as a pattern as well. So I'm kind of rushing through everything, so I've just been blobifying a lot of the plushies that I have that I already made. So I'm yeah, like I did remember the Kirara pattern that I have, or Kilala? I did that one before, so I have like little 6 Kilala thingies, and I have 6 wolf links, and of course these Sakura dragons and the little Sakura Fox as well from Genshin, and I have Appa of course, and I did the new Pokemon starter because I finally received my fabric color, and I really wish that I would have made the Bulbasaur blob as well, but I think if I maybe have a time in between the convention, like on from Saturday till Sunday, if I'm not gonna be too tired, then I might do some Bulbasaurs. But we'll see. It was a little bit tricky to get everything done. Tomorrow I still have to do all the stickers. I finished maybe half of the stickers that I had to. I still have to make sticker packs, have to print out all the prices for all the new products. So it's gonna be hectic, and I'm alone building the table and stuff, so it's gonna be a little bit more intense than anticipated. But as I said, like I started feeling the nerves maybe like half an hour earlier or so. Normally I would have been stressed already 2 weeks in advance, but I was really chill this week, just doing my thing. Yeah, they look all different and same. Yeah, that's true. I'm just doing my best. I guess that's the thing. Oh, thank you for all the support, Shenya. You're awesome. I really hope that I can come on your live stream very soon as well. It is tomorrow, I believe. Maybe you can just write it in like in the YouTube comments when your stream is, because I believe that it's tomorrow, and but I might be wrong. So just advertise yourself a bit at your stream. So maybe you're gonna get some extra people over. Oh, of course, Emmy. I get nervous all the time. I'm like, my face is not that expressive, which is a very bad thing in general, but I guess it's a good thing because it doesn't show how nervous and terrified and stressed I am at the convention talking to people. Like, yeah, I am really nice and everything, but like underneath, I'm just like, my heart is pounding. just like being really scared that I'm gonna say something wrong, or that I'm just gonna black out and forget which language I'm speaking, or forgetting words and all that stuff. So I just default to English, even though I'm supposed to speak Dutch most of the time. But of course I get nervous. Like I'm a stress ball. I'm nervous all the time. That's like my baseline. I'm always stressed. So that's why I probably don't notice it anymore, because it's just like stress. Also, is there a way to buy your plushies in bulk? Because I want to start a collection. Sorry, sadly, I don't do plushies in bulk, because each one of them takes like a really long time to stitch out and to create. Everything is handmade. And probably if I would take normally if I do like even 10 plushies, I'm already dead. Like my hands flare up, I'm hurting a lot, and it takes me, probably it would have taken me like, I don't know, maybe 3 years to at least finish an order of 100 of them or so. And probably I would be hating each one of them after that. So no, I don't do any plushies in bulk, sadly. Let's see. My face, I've been told, doesn't hide anything. Oh, well, actually, if you are trying to start an acting career, that's perfect. Like, I'm trying now. I must say that I'm having very hard time with TikToks and with trying to do some acting and expressions, because it comes over so fake. At least when I watch it back, I'm really like, I'm super conscious about showing my face on video. I think for the streams, I'm so used to doing that already, because I've been streaming for 3 years, maybe 4, on my Patreon, so I'm so comfortable talking on stream for some reason, but filming videos or working with any sort of scripts, that's impossible. Like my face is a stone brick. Hi Jackie, welcome. You had to cancel it because you have people coming over. Oh no, not the stream. Like, tell people to wait. Stream is more important. Making plushies forever. Ooh, that's nice. Make people work for you. Yeah, I know that everything is gonna be fine, Shania. That's why I'm like, I'm not stressing like I used to. Like, the only thing I have to do is to just make sure that I bring everything, and even if I forget something, the convention is just like 20 minutes away. My worker Kira is gonna be with me, so if I forget something, or something has to be made on the spot, I can always just drive home really quickly, leave her there at the table, and go home, do stuff, come back. So I'm not worried at all. It's just like that very subconscious nerve, you know. It's like, maybe not nerves, maybe I should just call it excitement. I'm excited, but to me it's like, because I have really severe anxiety, it's kind of like the same feeling. But here it is, like my little Sakura blob dragon. So yeah. Hi, hello, sneezing. Punctu. I really don't know how to pronounce the name. Well, I know sneezing part. That one is easy to read. So there we go. We have one blobby. So now 3 bros said that I have to do a wolf link. So let's do a wolf link next. There is no big deal after all, and having help is awesome. Yes, Kira seems to be so nice and effective. Yes, she is. Like, she did all of these blobs today while I was just embroidering and doing stuff. Like, my idea was to just embroidery something, and then we're gonna finish them together. But by the time that I was done with embroidery, she already finished like almost half of them. Like, the only thing I have left is now the 4 sheets that I have here, but the rest is like all already cut out, flipped inside out. Is just laying there, just waiting like for wings or some little details. So yeah, she's awesome. I don't know if she's watching the Instagram stream or so, but yeah, Kira, you're awesome. Oh, and I think my camera just went. Oh, oops. I actually pulled with my feet, like I pulled the charger with my feet by mistake. So let me fix that. Oops. What happened? Oh no, just a moment. I knocked over my charger, so my phone got pulled. Hey, so fancy, nice to meet you too. Oh, let me see, I missed a lot of message. It's relatable, TikTok always seems fake. Well, my face on TikTok is very fake, like I have to practice all the emotions and act them out, so. Just curious, I meant different plushies, not all the same. Well, to be honest, even just doing like 2 of the same plushies or 3 of the same plushies, I get really fed up with it. Kira doesn't. Kira really loves stitching all the stuff out. So for me it's like, I must say I enjoy the designing part of things, but doing all the same actions over and over with machines being in the way and having to be babysit and so, then I'm like, nah, I would prefer to just be drawing and designing. So that's always my thing, I guess. Micro blob dragons are the cutest, yay! Yeah, that's true. I love them. They're a little bit bigger than the regular micro dragon friends, so we'll see how they're received. I mean, judging from the videos that I did and a couple of photos, everybody seems super enthusiastic about it, especially the cookies. Like, look, I have like cookie, and then I have big cookie. They're like cookie. So it's a cookie for cookie. Cookie. So I'm enjoying making them. It's like something different. Like micro dragons are really nice, but they also hurt hands quite a lot after you do like an entire army of them. So yeah, I need to be careful not to knock off my charger again. Will you do surprise boxes when the shop opens again? I will add the surprise box tier to Patreon. I've been meaning to do that at the beginning of April, but I think I kind of overestimated my time and things with the convention season, so I didn't, I mean, deep down I anticipated that I'm gonna be busy, but I didn't expect how busy I'm gonna be. So I'm planning to, now my last convention is now, this coming weekend, which is already gonna be May. So I think I'm gonna, around 10, actually no, on 9th of May is actually 3 years since I have my business, like since I'm registered as a business. So I think it would be fun to launch the mystery boxes on my on the anniversary of Dragon's Garden. I think that would be awesome. So I'm gonna make sure to meet the deadline and put out the Patreon tier for mystery boxes, which are gonna include a micro dragon. Maybe I think I could do like the original idea was to put the micro dragon, an acrylic charm, a lot of stickers, and like a plushie charm. Oh, I think I knocked this camera off as well. What's happening? Why is my cameras all dancing around? Wee. There we go. Okay, so micro dragon, acrylic charm, stickers, and a plushie charm. But I think I could do like plushie charm or a little dragon blob, maybe. I think that would be fun. To just give a little bit of variety, and I'm gonna be doing them every 3 months. So they're gonna be available only on Patreon. You would sign up, and after 3 months you would get the mystery box. That was kind of the idea. And why it's only 3 years? Well, I've been doing Dragon's Garden for way more years than 3, but that was the official date 3 years ago that I registered as a company, so to like go official and doing it full time. So it's kind of like a special anniversary for me to just because it means that I kind of made it my job practically. So, and I really wanted to like, I made it already before, but I really wanted to have that date because I always thought like, yeah, I wanted to be in spring with all the flowers and stuff. So like this was my imagination talking. So whenever I would have like a anniversary party or so and celebrate it nice, then the nature is gonna be nice and flowery, and we're gonna have like a garden party and all that stuff. So it's gonna fit within the brand. So I chose 9th of May. I waited until 9th of May 2019 because 19 is my favorite number to register myself as a company and go official. Like I wanted to have that date. So it's a bit of a silly thingy, but yeah. But I've been making plushies as commissions and as a freelancer for since 2013, I believe. And before that, my brand was called Nina Zurk Illustrations, so just my name and stuff. And I was doing illustrations and other things. But in 2013, I believe that I started with plushies. So Manu, which was my first dragon, he's now 8 years old. So he's yeah, he's kind of like marking the beginning. Yeah. I scared you as I launched my company only 2 years ago. Yeah, I have like this thing with certain numbers and certain things. Like I want everything to fit into my fantasy, so I had to wait for the dates to align and for the nature to be nice and flowery until I registered. Which is, I know it's silly, but yeah, it's just me, I guess. You require a cookie. A cookie. Here you have. I'm gonna give you a nice cookie with sprinkles. There you go, Emmy. Mwah, little cookie kiss. After I finish the convention, so next week, practically, I'm gonna be, hey, Hoops and Softies, welcome here as well. It's, yeah, I'm having a bit of a hard time reading the, what do you call it? The chat from Instagram, because it's like, it's down there, it's tiny, so I really need to, hey Ada, hi! So I need to really like, squint. My eyes are not what they used to be. So it's, yeah. So I'm sorry if I missed any of your messages or anything. I have my Instagram, not Instagram, my YouTube chat, because I'm YouTube and Instagram live at the same time. Then I'm reading the YouTube chat on the big screen, which is, yeah. So Shanyan, you choose a very specific date to launch, so I understand the fantasy, yeah. It just has to be, like, everything had to be aligned, I guess. So here is my second link. Let me see, I just have to grab some stabilizer off. I need to do like the cleaning of all the plushies, get all the strings and get all the stabilizer still off. So that's gonna be probably happening tomorrow, right before taking stuff to the convention. But here is like the new version of Link. So this is the skinny, tiny one, and this is the chubby, bigger one. So see that the new one looks way cuter, also without that line separating. I think it looks way nicer. So yay! Chubby is always nicer. So now he's gonna get a nice tail. I need to get, let's see. I think I'm gonna just stitch it with black, because I don't have the dark gray thread. I don't have it anymore, so I'm just gonna use that. Good luck finishing off the blobbies. I have to go to work. 3 bros. Let me give you a nice Sakura kiss. And Evie just dropped down. Let me give you a nice kiss. Thank you for watching us, and hope you have a good time at work. And thank you for always dropping in and checking in when I start streaming on Patreon. So I hope that you have a very nice day and that your work goes fast and effortless. And we'll speak later. So yeah, so this is what I've been doing. I've been blobifying everything. I've been getting the last preparations, filming a lot of videos, which like I always tend to film videos and things, and then I always forget to finish filming the last part, like the finished plushie or so, or just I film the process and then I forget to finish the plushie, or I just do something else, and then I have a lot of like half-finished videos that just waiting for the final shot. So I need to go back during the weekend or during the convention and just film the rest of the things because I'm gonna have all the plushies there anyways, and I have my magic stick with me. So it's gonna be a lot of filming going on. Chubby is always cuter, even for people, if you see what I mean. Yes, I'm chubby too, so even though I'm trying to lose weight, I still enjoy the chubbiness way more. Everything chubby is nice. Ooh, so many people tuning in. Hello, hello, hello. So I'm just gonna close... oh wait, actually before I close the butt of Wolf Link, I should grab the tail, because I think I can maybe prop it in there and just stitch everything together. So I made the tail. Originally his tail is supposed to be green, but I didn't have any of that shade green fabric anymore, like the darker one. And I also really didn't want to do a plique. I just wanted the blobbies to be something fast. Oh, this one actually has a hole. I don't know what happened, but there is a hole in the fabric, so that one is a discard one. So we're gonna... I think I have another tail from the previous link, so I can always turn around that one because they are the same tails. So the test link is gonna be without the tail. I don't know, sometimes things happen, I stab things, and I have to remake stuff. But yeah, practically I didn't want to do any applique or anything very hard for my hands. I wanted something very quick to turn. I decided not to bring any plushie charms because I don't have enough like the keychain parts for them. I have like the holographic cards are always the most wanted, but I don't have enough of them to do a big batch of keychains. So I thought like, hey, maybe I could just do blobs. And I think it was a nice choice because they're quick, they're super cute, and I just adore them, and they're gonna fit on my table nicely. I'm gonna try and make a different setup, so yay! I'm excited. So I'm just gonna fill in this tail. So this is how the tail looks like. So this is like the original tail with a plique, and this is the blobified one, which is just like a nice detail, but nothing super complex. And as I said before, I'm gonna release all these blobbies as regular keychain patterns as well after the convention. So then I have new conventions coming up at the end of the year, but for that I still need to wait for certain like for emails to see if I managed to book a table. And I had a couple requests for some gaming conventions as well that I've never done before. So I'm gonna probably apply to some of them, but that's gonna be in September or maybe even in July. I'm not sure. Maybe you can even not add the tails to them to gain some time. Find them complete even without tails. I agree. I actually wanted to do some dragon tails, but I decided not to because I think I don't want to focus too much on the back side. The only thing while I'm adding tails to them is because if you check this one, they can stand on their own. And I like the tail is just, oops, the tail is just stitched like at a 90-degree angle. And when you put them like that, they're gonna be able to stand on the table, so I don't have to like build a display to prop them or put them in baskets. I can just put them like this around the table, so that's the only reason why I'm making tails. So yeah, some of them stand nicely, some of them need some help. So I have like I have shiny and regular Zorua that I did, the Hisui version. They're kind of sad, like a bit depressed. And I think like if you want to make a very nice keychain, you can even stitch the tails on the bottom. This one looks like a little ghost actually. So if you think like of adding like a keychain ribbon here, then you can stitch the tail under as well. But yeah, I just wanted them to be standing nicely, especially Appa. Appa looks really good. He cannot really stand on his own too well, so that's he's a little bit of a circus performer. Like sometimes you just need to push him a bit more to stand, but like this one would look very well as a keychain. Yeah, right now he's just gonna be like a little circus performer just standing like this. Yeah, that was my thinking behind the blobs. Quick, fast, something that we can do on the spot, because I'm gonna take a lot of them. Probably I'm not gonna be able to finish tonight and tomorrow morning because I still have to do stickers and all the rest. So I'm going to take them with me to the convention, and I'm just gonna stitch them on the table. So they had to be quick, easy, and a bit of a lower price point as well. And yeah, so that's why I decided to focus on the blobs at the last moment. And I think it's I'm gonna maybe have a bit more blobs than micro dragons as well, because those sold out quite a lot. And I haven't made a lot of extra ones. I just made a new set of, let me see if I have them here. Yeah. Whee! They're already in boxes. I made like a set of little butterflies. So they are like this. I have some very colorful ones with new fabric. And of course I have some Jeff. Like I have a red cherry Jeff. Which he shouldn't be missing anywhere. He's like the cutest thing ever. And I made these ones, which are also new, which were like they have little fireworks, little pastel fireworks. I think my camera is not really picking them up nicely, but I still have to photograph all of them. Like here is another cookie. I'm gonna have to photograph everything here still, so I'm gonna be still have to do the photo shoot that as well. So it's gonna be a busy evening today. But yeah, keeping a lot of keychains to finish on the table. Yeah, I think that's it's nice to have people see you work on it. And like if I would be working on a full plushie there, then it would take me ages. But for a keychain, like maybe half an hour or so, so people can even reserve them and say like, hey, I want that one. So by the time they walk around and they're back, the little plushie is gonna be finished, so they can just take it with them. So that was my idea of how to do it, because I know that a lot of artists there take commissions on the spot, and that's something that I cannot really do because making plushies takes a lot of time. But if I take like half prepared plushies and just keep stitching them at the table, then it's a nice solution, I guess. So let's stitch this little tail on to my chop chop. But yeah, I'm really excited to do the last convention of this season. It's gonna be nice to see everybody again and all the artists. And I still need to check where my table is. I haven't really... I know that I wrote it in my blog post where my table is and which number, but I need to check on the map and maybe even make a post for it. The colors are awesome. Yay, thank you. My camera is not really kind with colors. Like my hair is always blue. Like whenever I do stuff, it's actually purple, but my camera's, especially this one, like the webcam picks it up as blue. Like so I noticed that even when I don't, even if I didn't get my hair painted and it looks like super washed out in real life, my webcam always makes it look perfect. So just so you know, when I'm live streaming on Patreon, my hair is not always looking so nice, it's just the camera. There, so we have a little wolf blobby done. Just gonna make a knot. So. And one more for good measure. I also received my order of acrylic keychains. I ordered another set with a few extra designs, but this time it doesn't have any glitter on. It's just plain double-sided keychains. So I'm planning to do like one side of the table with only acrylic keychains and stickers and notepads, and maybe if I really have the time to finish, I want to make a few bookmarks just to try it out, because I've been making a few really pretty designs that I want to turn into bookmarks, but I thought maybe I could just laminate a couple of myself, just to see, to make it, yeah, to make a little test, to fill in the table, because I'm really afraid that I'm not gonna have enough. And then do the other side of just full of blobs and a couple of small plushies. I might bring a couple of big plushies if my table is not gonna be full enough. But I think I'm just gonna go with tiny things and blobs for now. So there. We have a little blobby. Just give him a little brush, 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 brush. Brush, brush, brush. He's a good boy. I also did like a Totoro blob and a Gigi blob, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to stitch them out actually. So there we go. There we go with my blobby, keychain blobby. It's your hair, not the camera? No, actually, yeah, my hair is now nice and painted. It's purple. Like on my phone, it shows perfectly. Like this is the color that it shows on the phone. But on my YouTube, because I'm live on I'm live on YouTube and on Instagram at the same time. The YouTube camera, like my webcam, is always very dark blue colored hair. So it is the webcam. Okay, so we have 2 blobbies and we still have a lot to go. So let's do, I already have the fox, and some of them really failed because I forgot to put the thingy, like the fabric all the way to the edge, and even here like something didn't stitch properly. So I have one discard fox, but I already have one of these foxes here. Maybe I can show it. She went to the discard pile because I messed up with the colors. So here's one of the foxes that I did, like a little Sakura Fox, if you can see it. Like what I did is I stitched it out with dark purple here, and then I went over it with light purple, so it looks like very mixed. And I thought like, this might not look so nice, so I'm discarding this one. But I'm gonna steal its tail for one of the foxes here. So I'm gonna see, and I'm gonna do another one. And I still have to do the Kirin plushie and a couple of Oriental dragons, but I didn't have the time to finalize the design. So I might do that on a Sunday, or like whenever there is a little bit of a downtime between. But I think most of the other designs that I did of the blobs that didn't get stitched out today, I'm gonna just add to the shop later. Like after the convention, I'm putting everything into the shop. All my big plushies are gonna go on clearance sale. So I'm gonna bring a lot of blobbies and other stuff, and also of course the patterns for the blobs, or keychains actually, are gonna be in the shop as well. Oh, hi Christy, welcome. It's nice to have you here too. So I'm just doing like the fox and Kirara together, so I'm just gonna try and batch it like this, like cut everything out first and then clip everything, turn everything, stuff everything. So I'm gonna for some reason when I do it in batches like that, it feels like it's going faster to just do the same action over and over. So it's nice. I actually didn't really mean to go live on on YouTube publicly. I meant to just do it for my patrons, but I made a little mistake and I posted the live stream publicly. So I thought like, well, let me just go live on Instagram as well at the same time. So we have a nice public live stream on 2 platforms instead today, which is always nice. It's extra people to talk to while I work. Because if no, I'm mostly just listening to a lot of murder mysteries or like watching some shows that I'm not too interested in and stuff like that. So it's nice to have a different type of company. And probably after the convention, I'm just gonna be retrieving into my den and just not talk to anybody for a few days, just recharge. That always, for some reason, like being social always tires me up so much that I just have to retreat and not talk to anybody for at least a week. Then I'm like not reachable, just recharging. Like even the dragons go on timeout so they don't cause any trouble and stuff. But yeah, after the convention, I'm gonna be doing a lot of updates to the shop. I'm gonna reopen the physical part of the shop. All the leftover merchandise and plushies and blobs and micro dragons are gonna be available again. And then I'm gonna be working on patterns for a while just to give my hands a bit of a rest and get a few more creative commissions done, because I've been a little bit delayed on those as well, especially the Patreon ones. So I have to pick up the slack after the last convention and then go and start updating Patreon tiers and doing the sticker club and the mystery boxes, like a lot of busy things. So it's yeah. Is the design new? I didn't know it. Yes, I've been the last, what is it now? The last 2 weeks I've been making a lot of new designs for the convention to just save up on the time, because I didn't receive the fabric and I didn't receive the some other merch on time. Actually everything came in today, so I've been a little bit busy, but I've been working on a lot of new designs behind the scenes. A lot of designs I already had but never released, so I just took those, I blobified them to save up some time. I'm making a lot of them started off as stickers, so a lot of what I have here as blobs, especially Appa was a sticker first, and this fox was a sticker first. Zorua was first a pattern, then a sticker, then a keychain, and then a blobby. So it took a bit long. This one was a pattern first. All the micro dragons, that's just the way that I draw them all the time. Like if you see my sketchbooks, I never draw a dragon out completely, or I do but very rarely. I just draw them as blobs like that. So I thought like, hey, let me just actually try and embroider a blob. So yeah, I have Appa, look at him. He is fantastic. He has a little bleep tongue. Like the previous Appa was a big fail, but the new Appa is very cute. So it's he's just standing a little bit weird. His tail is not stuffed, so he has to really balance and fall over a lot. So his tail is just like floppy, which is super cute, but he needs a little bit of an extra push to balance. Or if not, I can always give him like a little friend to kiss, and then he would stay still. You cannot see it really on the camera, like that. So he would stay just still like this if I keep him. So let me put the camera maybe like this. It's always so hard. Like I need to figure out a few better camera angles, because it's I'm always struggling with that. Like one thing has to be vertical, one thing has to be horizontal, so not everything picks up everything. And I need to kind of be close to my microphone, if no, you cannot really hear me. So it's hectic. Thank you, Christy. I'm happy that you like Appa. He did turn out as a cutie. The predecessor, not that much, but yeah. So, yeah, these little earrings always get to me. I think one is a bit stuck, so you can see like how it looks, sort of, like this one. But it looks way better with this color scheme on the paws than the other one. So I still have a couple of like slime thingies from Genshin to do and some other things, but I think I'm just gonna do them as stickers for now and then drop them later as patterns after the convention, because if not I'm not gonna have time to do everything. Oop. I'm just gonna clean up a bit of the fluffs here. And there. I have 3 trash cans, but still everything ends up on the floor. So I'm gonna get Kirara out. I actually did a very smart thing today, like Kirara has 2 tails, but instead of stitching out 2 of them and stitching extra, I just stitched them together. I plan to like put them, to bend them and then stitch them up, kind of like the dragon wings, but then together. So I'm hoping that's gonna be working well. Just everything to do less hand stitching. Because Kira is very good at that, but my hands really suffer whenever I have to do any hand stitching. That's why my workers are with me in the first place. So I can drop all the stuff that my hands don't like their way. And they're enjoying it, so yay! Maybe I was working on a little toothless before as well. So here is Kirara. She's also super cute and chubby. I've been working on a toothless blob before, because I thought like, hey, that's another one that I don't have yet. And a lot of people were asking for toothless at the convention. But I think I'm just gonna make him a stickers, because the design didn't really turn out how I wanted it to be. It's been, he looked more like an alien than toothless. Hey Tranquility, welcome! So I'm probably gonna redesign toothless like part 2 or part 3, because I wasn't really happy with how he turned out. So, and I think for the plushie toothless I sold all of them. I don't think I have any left. So maybe if I have some time tomorrow I might do a few extra toothless, but if no, then we'll see. So the tails are gonna come like this. Then I'm gonna bend them and stitch them a bit together, and then they're gonna come in the back to have like 2 tails instead. So I'm gonna try and stuff that. Oh, and I still need the fox tail, just not the last one, because that one failed. I have to stitch it on the sewing machine, because the outline didn't have enough fabric. So, and I think it's gonna give me a nice nice job for the new sewing machine. Like actually I think you can see it on YouTube. That's my new sewing and embroidery machine. So I think Instagram cannot really see it. Let's see. That way. So that's my new sewing and embroidery machine, which I bought off one of my patrons, which is amazing. And I didn't really have the time to play with it yet, so I'm gonna have a couple of sewing projects for it soon. So I just needed to, I really want to film like a video review, because this brand of machines I never worked with. All of the other machines that I have are brother machines, and this one is a Faf. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. So I really wanted to do like a little video review and try it out on video, especially the embroidery part. I never worked with the VIP files, so that's Ooh. Whoa, yeah, big whoa. That's it's gonna be exciting, but I'm just gonna give myself like my machine's been working so hard the last month, weeks, like especially the last 2 days. They've been on 24/7 almost. Like I had to run errands, but most of the machines I just set them up, turn them on, and then I just let them run, go do my errands. I come back, then I put up the next thread or the next design, and then I just go away again and do stuff. So I just keep coming home, running the machines further and going. And I'm actually, I think most of my machines have to film the maintenance video that I've been putting off. So I have to reshoot a lot of the maintenance again and get that done. And then I'm gonna have time for the new machine. Oh, I'm pretty, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you like me, Sunflower. Thank you. You make me blush. I'm yeah. One of the rules that I gave for myself is because often I was working here in my pajama or just doing like I don't know, just like random stay-at-home clothes and so. But I said like, yeah, well, I don't really feel like having a lot of nice pretty dresses and things and then just keeping them for special occasions in my closet. So I just thought like, well, I'll just wear them on a daily basis. So you can see me in pretty dresses, like doing cleaning, doing my dishes, like I do everything in the same dresses that I wear all the time on streams or conventions or stuff. So I just decided to put a bit more effort into everything I do. And I've been feeling good about it, so yay! Faf Machine seems to be very reliable. Your brother corporate hair too. I really love them. Yeah, I'm really curious. I do hear a lot of good things about the Faf machines, especially the sewing part. My previous machine, like the sewing machine, was a Singer because that's the brand that I thought like, oh, my grandma always praised that machine and so. And I had the heavy duty one. It's now here on the floor because I have to sell it. I'm really not happy with the heavy duty version of their machine. Like it was so hard to work with that it's not really my favorite. And I had to tweak it quite a lot because the foot pedal was too fast and it was really like you just gently touched it and it went like woof, like 0 to 1000 in 1 millisecond. So it was really, really hard to work with. I think if you're working on something like clothes, then it might have been ideal because you would just sew like really straight and nice long lines super quick. But for making plushies and making like very tedious turns and like, let's say if I would have to stitch this part and then make the turn, or even just like a dragon horn, that was almost impossible to stitch out with that speed of the machine. So it wasn't really a success. And I was breaking way too many needles with it. My worker thought it was okay. She's more like a sewing machine person, so she could advise me a bit more on it. And she also wasn't super excited about it. So I'm happy that we managed to get this one. I was happy to dump my Singer HD. I got a Yuki to replace it a week ago. What a difference. Yeah, I don't know, I'm really surprised because I thought that Singer would last me like for ages and that it's gonna be super good because it's a heavy duty. And the really old machine that I received from my grandma, that was like 40 years old machine, was kind of like an equivalent to a Singer. At least most of the spare parts were from the Singer machines. That's what the repair shop told me. Because it was a brand back from Yugoslavia which didn't exist anymore, but Singer parts were in it. So I thought like, yeah, I just want to go get the heavy duty Singer because that's gonna be the closest to the machine that I already had. Even though it was quite expensive, I didn't really like it. I always sew on medium or slow speed, almost never use the max speed. But that was the thing, like on the Singer machine, I wasn't able to adjust the speed at all. It just had like one speed, which was like the maximum of everything. Like it was light speed. And I did find a little tutorial on YouTube that you could open the foot of the machine and just adjust like a little pin inside. And so I adjusted the pin to make the machine slower, and that worked. And then it was at least more manageable, but it wasn't still. And the thing that really was annoying me is like, I'm so used to having automatic threading on my embroidery machines, and because my eyes are not so good as they used to be, I really need some help with the threading. But actually, having one of those little tiny coin-sized threaders that you get from like the hand sewing needles was easier and faster to use than the manual threading from the Singer machine, which surprised me a lot. So I never used it. It's supposed to make your life easier, but I could never use it because I spent 20 minutes threading my machine. Fast and serious. Fast and so severe. How do you even pronounce that? I know what you're trying to say. It's like Fast and Furious, but with so. Fast and so serious. I'm really bad at reading anything, so. Yeah. I think this is stuffed enough. I don't want to overstuff it because I still have to sew it together. It's kind of like a little mustache. Like muahaha. I am a little Kirara mustache, or Kilala. I'm so used to calling her Kirara. And now I need a white thread. I do have to remember to take thread and needles with me to the convention. Should not forget that. The previous convention, there was one, how do you call it? I really cannot remember the name of their shop, but I'm gonna search it up later because I really need to find them. But they were making custom dog collars and cat collars, like custom pet collars. And they had their sewing machine with them, like they had electricity at their stand and they were just sewing the commissions and so on the spot and sewing extra stuff. And I was so jealous that they had the machine with them because for me it was like, if I would have the choice to just bring my embroidery machine to the convention and just do the embroidery there, that would be perfect. And the thing was like, the entire story of their machine was that they like to take it to different actors in order to sign it. So like the entire sewing machine from them was full of stickers, like very interesting stickers from different conventions and stuff, and full of famous people autographs on it. It was so awesome. I really loved it. I really love your brain fantasy, Shenyan. It's just I'm not able to pronounce it. Like, I'm very bad at pronouncing things. Like even names, I'm super bad at reading names, so probably I misspell a lot of names. I hope that at least I pronounce your name good. Shenyan? Like I always butcher everybody's name. So the thing is that in my language, in Slovenian, we always read and write in the same way. So there is no like extra letters with different pronunciations and stuff. So what you write is what you read. But all the like English names or even from other languages, you write, like even French, you write like a lot of letters, a lot of very long words, and then you pronounce just like 3 letters, which are not even written in that way. So that's something that I really cannot get used to. I'm still just reading the way that it's written. So, yay, I do! French people always struggle with it. Oh, yay! I can actually pronounce it. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, why I mispronounce a lot of names and stuff. So I really need to hear a person speak their name first, or just speak a word first, and then I will repeat that and then remember it. Because my pronunciation is completely different than what it might be. So there we go. So we have the little Kirara stitched and chopped up. Now I just have to do the tail so she will be able to stand. She can stand like this already, but she needs some extra support from the tail. So one thing that I also struggle with is pronouncing like certain words that sound the same. Like I cannot hear the difference because of my dialect or just because of my ears, I don't know. But like sheep as the animal and sheep as a boat. That's also the two things that I cannot pronounce, I cannot differentiate, because for me it's like a sheep and sheep. So don't ask me how you actually say it. Like my boyfriend has been trying to make me say each one in a different way all the time, but for me it's just I don't hear it. I don't hear the difference between a sheep and sheep. So it always makes for funny conversations, definitely. But then again, in Slovenian we have a lot of the words that are the same word, they just change between the context. So I'm kind of used to using a lot of the same words for different things. So it's yeah, languages are funny things. Okay, it's so funny because I did this Kirara tail thingy moustache without even testing it first. So this is my first test on how they're gonna look, and I really hope that it's not gonna fail, because I made like six of them on one embroidery sheet. So also like sheet and sheet. That's another one. So an embroidery sheet, like a sheet of paper. I hope that I'm not getting blocked or so for swearing. Yeah, accent can be very tricky. It's also funny, like, I don't hear my accent when I talk. I only hear it when I listen to myself back on a video or so. Then I hear the way I pronounce things. So maybe I should just practice different words and then film myself and then just play it back and be horrified at the way that I pronounce. Okay, so I'm just doing a few stitches to like stitch the Kirara tails together. I don't want them to be completely together, I think. I think it's fun to have them a bit more spread out. So I'm gonna do it just a little bit. So my little two-tailed demon kitty is gonna be nice. You're Slovenian and live in the Netherlands. Yes, I am from Slovenia originally. I was born and raised on the border with Italy. And I moved to the Netherlands. I live in the Netherlands now for 13 years. And yes, you're not lost. You're correct. So my accents are all over the place, probably. I don't know. I love how you pronounce plush. By the way, it's really cute. Yeah, I think on some words I really invent my own pronunciations. Also, applique. I know that I'm supposed to say applique because it's French, I believe, but I just say it applique. So I just invent my own words and then I forget about it. So whenever I do a tutorial and stuff, I just talk like applique, applique, applique. And then people are commenting like, hey, I like your pronunciation. I was like, oops, I forgot to say it the correct way. So yeah, plush. It is like plush, plush, plushy. I think for most of the pronunciation and stuff, it's very Italian the way I pronounce things. And plush, 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 plush. Okay, so we have a little, I don't know what you called it, like little bunch of bananas. And it's gonna come like this, which is gonna be perfect, I think. Then it's gonna have like two tails, but it's one tail just squished together, because I'm smart like that sometimes. So I'm just saving myself double hand stitching, I guess. Oh. Oh no. I keep dropping everything on the floor today. On Thursdays, my days are always long because I wake up really early. I start working at 7. Then at 9, my worker comes. and then I work until 5, 5:30. Then I take a little dinner break, and at 7 I start preparing for the live stream, and then I stream until 10. So now it's 9 o'clock, so I still have like 1 hour to stream, and then I go to bed. So it's a very long day, and by the time that I'm streaming, I'm normally like forgetting words and dropping stuff, so that's the reason. Someone in Italy say applique. Applique? I think it would be fun if you come on stream. I think I'll try my hand on speaking English. That's okay. I really like listening to other languages as well, because I can pick up certain words and then I can just practice pronouncing them. I've been to Paris when I was in high school, and every time that I used to travel somewhere, I really loved researching the language beforehand. So like if I was at the hotel or visiting some friends or something, I always strive to speak in the native language there. So I always had a lot of like cheat sheets and all the stuff carrying with me, and I still have the French cheat sheet with me as well. Did you say you plan to put the blob patterns in your site? Yes, I do. After my convention is finished and I have more time to work on my shop, then I'm putting all of these patterns into the shop as in the hook pattern. This one is not really collaborating now. Just have to hold it a bit like this. So I'm gonna be adding them as a keychain. I'm not gonna call it a blob, I think. I'm just gonna call it a keychain, because they are originally they're keychain files just without the little string or the little keychain part. So I'm gonna be adding them as or charms, not even keychains. I think I call them charms in my shop. So I'm gonna add them all as charms. So you have the option to do them as blobs like I do, or just attach the little string and make them into a nice hanger keychain thingy. So I'm gonna give both options. Now I twisted the tail a bit and I don't know which way. I like this, I think. Yeah. I must say that this one is a bit trickier than I thought to stitch. So, because I need to make sure that it stays flat and it just keeps going down. So I think it's a bit too chubby. So let's try go up again. I think I need to stitch a bit more around it in order to keep it centered and to keep it nice and spread apart. Yes, I think it's more charms than keychains. Yeah, that's true. For some reason I made a distinction between the acrylic keychains that I have and plush charms, because they are very charming. That was my reasoning behind it. I don't know. They feel a bit bigger than a keychain anyways. So even though I have one on the keychain myself. But yeah, I like to call them charms, I guess. But yes, they're gonna be added to my shop. Because a lot of plushies that I have, they don't have a 4x4 version. Especially little Tiny Link, which is to do this applique on him and turn him inside out. It was very horrible. You can even see the stitches here on the side. So you can see the stitches on the side, because the moment that I started pushing all the stuff out, all the stitches started coming loose, because it's so thick this is like 4 layers of fabric on a 4x4 tiny plushie. And even the tip of the tail didn't come out. So this one I will never ever release as a 4x4 as it is. I'm gonna make it maybe like with just stitching, but I'm not gonna make it with applique on a small scale like that, because it's a hand killer. It's a everything murderer. So but I'm gonna release him as a nice blob, which is simplified, cute. You can turn it easy, and if you stitch, let's say if you stitch the tail on the bottom and add here a little keychain charm, then you have a perfect keychain. So It's a bit of a multifunctional baby. So I'm gonna do that. If I have time, I'll try to grab some to make them for my con. Yeah, that when was your convention again? I forgot. You told me, but I forgot again. Was it end of May? I know that there's a lot of other conventions too, and I really like it how simple and quick they are. So I think for convention stock they're perfect. They're saving me a lot of time. And probably they're also great because of the lower price point than a regular plushie. And each one of them took only 12 to 15 minutes to stitch. I think the Spring Gatito was the most embroidery dense because it has all this embroidery on. Zorua was, I think, also 15 minutes, 14 minutes. But the rest was all like 12, 11 minutes. So, yeah. They're perfect convention table fillers if you want something quick and easy. So I'm happy that I made the decision to blobify things at the last moment. Last May weekend, 3 days. I'm not ready. It's okay. You still have almost a month. So I think you're gonna be fine. Especially, like, I'm gonna make sure that just for you, Shenyan, I'm gonna release at least 3 blobbies next week. Plus the new Patreon patterns. I might not make it on Sunday, which is the first of the month that I normally release. But I think I'm gonna wait and release them on Monday instead. So you're just gonna have to wait a day. There we go, little Kirara with a nice split tail. So hey, Lauren. Lauren? Lauren? I'm bad at pronouncing names, I'm sorry. So there we go, and she can stand completely on her own. My hand is a bit not that flat, but she can stand. She can make friends with all the other blobbies now. Like blobby blobby. She can be like with Appa. They're the same color as Appa. So I think Kirara and Appa are gonna be best friends. So I'm gonna do the Foxy now, because I have the white thread on, so I can just reuse it. Christy, I'm working on the 6x10 Spring Gatito. As many as I can make. Whoa, that's well, at least the 6x10 Spring Gatito has a plique, so you can get it a little bit faster than doing a lot of stitches, I guess. So that's a bonus. Yay, it was good. Whoop, whoop. I was just talking before how bad I am at pronouncing names because I cannot read them properly, so I'm happy that I pronounced it well. And I'm too cute. No, I will not be rushing, but I did a lot of promises. Like, I still have to release the little flowers and leaves and all the greenery pack, like a lot of spring thingies, and I have the Patreon patterns. You guys really made it a hard thing for me, because like the poll that I put up, I was monitoring closely every day, and each day I thought like, okay, let me start on that pattern because it looks like it's winning, and then next day it was like a new pattern was already on top, so I was like, let me start again. And then I went and I designed the other pattern, and then I almost finished Set. And then when Set was finished, then the Red Panda started winning. And then after I thought like, oh, let me start the Red Panda design. And the Unicorn was winning. So I'm like, now I have to do them all. Hey, Malou, welcome. The blue in your hair looks so cute. It's actually purple. Like, if you see on the Instagram, Instagram is also not showing it as purple. My hair is actually purple, but my my webcam is making it blue. It's like, it's always blue, I don't know why. But I'm glad that you like it, and I'm glad that you're here. I haven't seen you in ages, so it's nice to Nice of you to pop by. It's nice, the most of the pieces are super quick. Yay! Yeah, I must say that whenever I do like the big patterns, I always like embroidering the body because that's like the quickest thing to do of just, or sometimes even the tail, but the tails normally are just like the outline. But the body I always like because it just has the enough embroidery time to do like something pretty like the paws, and then the rest is just the outline, so I can be very quick when stitching out the body. So that's probably my favorite part of every pattern. Let's see. I'm the only Instagram viewer. Not anymore. No, I think I don't know how many people are actually watching, but that's okay. I'm not sure if the counter is actually counting well. I'm not actually keeping track. I have the big chat open on the YouTube stream because I'm streaming on YouTube and on Instagram, both at the same time. So I have like my phone there, my camera there. So I'm just I'm not keeping track of everything. Damn girl, hella blue on cam. Yeah, it's very blue. It's like, but if you check like some of my latest videos and TikToks and stuff, then you will see that it's purple. It's just a camera magic trick, I guess. The blue would fit me, so I don't in the past when I was still dyeing my hair with blue and the purple, I always mixed the pink and the blue myself. So some days if I use too much blue or not enough pink, then my hair was this color. So I don't mind it actually. It's nice. So let's get this foxtail on. So she's gonna be nice and cute. Is anybody here playing Genshin Impact game? Because this is where this little foxy is from. So I'm just gonna stitch the tail quickly. This is actually the first one that has the tail on, because the other one I just abandoned it after it failed, after I failed with the colors. Then I just abandoned it. I didn't even stitch the tail on it. So it just went into the discard pile. Not yet. Okay. So you're planning to. I took a bit of a break from playing because I didn't have enough time to keep up. But I'm also more of a PC gamer, so playing it on the phone wasn't really that nice for me. Screen too small, and I miss my mouse and keyboard. There we go. So at least now I have one of each blobs stitched out, which means that I can at least do a photo shoot tonight and at least have like one sample for each photo, because then when they sell, when some of them sell, then I might not have enough to make photos, and probably it's gonna take me a while to stitch a few more, because I believe that after the day or the 2 days right after the convention, I doubt I'll have enough energy to even turn on the embroidery machines. So I just want to make sure that before I go to the conventions, everything is photographed and all the new products are ready. So whenever I am back and have to put them in my shop, then I have the photos already prepared. And my intern was actually taking some photos of the dragon blobbies already. So some of them are for half done. So now I just have to do the new what do you call it? The new fan art blobbies. I think from the fan art I only have the spring gatito photographed, and the rest I still have to photograph tonight. What games do I play? Right now I play, or I mean, I play because I have maybe like one day a year, or sorry, 1 day a month or so that I really have the time to do any gaming. But I play Ark Survival Evolved. I play Guild Wars 2, and I just started with a friend of mine the survival game Valheim, which is like a Viking survival game, which I'm actually really enjoying. So here's the little Sakura Fox. She has a little sakura flower on the head, so like a little peachy color. The color doesn't really show well, but she's like a little peachy color. So she's gonna be best friend with this dragon, I think. I think they are they're gonna be fitting nicely together. And oh, Malou, I just remembered something. I remember from the past that oh, I don't actually have it here. But I remember from the past, Malou, that you really loved the mint and the red color together, like the thingy. So I made a couple of dragons with that color combinations because I was thinking of you actually. Tranquility, you loaded the game last night and fell asleep waiting. Oops. I think some of the loading screens from Guild Wars and stuff are quite long, so yeah, but it's a beautiful game. So yeah, that's the games that I still actively play. And sometimes if I go outside, I like to turn on my Pokemon Go just to keep me company while I walk. If I don't take my camera with me and some dragons, then I just play a bit of Pokemon Go on the side. But that's mostly like I got a little bit tired of it because I don't have any gyms or any nice interesting raids and spots here because I live in a village, so it's pretty empty. So I have to do a lot of walking to get to like a Pokemon stop, and then I got really tired of always having to go to different locations to do stuff. But let's go back to my Sakura dragons, because I really want to have a couple more of this ready. For the fan art, I'm not that worried. Even if I just have one of each, the rest I can always do there. But I really want to have all the 6 dragons at least turned around, if not completely finished. But I'm gonna first cut off this little patch of fabric, because this I can still use for some applique or some tinier stuff. So I'm gonna save as much as I can. So this I can always use later. I'm gonna be there with Manu. My baby still sits on the closet watching over everything. Oh, that's so nice. The little ice cream squiddy. It's been ages since I did them. Hey mermaid, welcome! Thank you for bringing the cute mermaid emojis with you. They're always so nice on all my posts. Crowd fan of cute plushies. MLP, Night Fury, Sisu, Long Force. Ooh! I really wanted to do Sisu from the Disney movie for a long time, but as far as it goes now, I only have the colors from Sisu. But yeah, I actually started with My Little Pony plushies. I think that's how I met a lot of plushie friends and a lot of convention opportunities, because I started with making My Little Pony plushies, and I actually haven't done them in a long time. Maybe I need to make like a couple of pony patterns or so. I am currently working for my Patreons on a unicorn, so it would be pretty easy to modify to pay homage to my beginnings. So I'm just gonna go and cut the fabric here. Still miss my Parasprite. Yes, I still have to do the Parasprite as well. I think that's gonna be earlier than the ponies, but I've just been so busy with everything. Hopefully I can reunite you with a new Parasprite someday. Poor little baby burned in the house fire. We need to make you a new Parasprite. It's been really a long day. Like, I really loved making para sprites in the past. I think that was the only thing that I felt that I was good at, because they were just like a nice round plushie that I could stitch easily on the machine. Making all like 3D plushies was super complex when I just started out. But para sprites and para sprite pillows were my favorite to stitch out. And they were super cute as well. So, bonus. Gonna cut this one like this to give it a little booty. Did not see them in a while. I remember those. Yeah, it's been like ages. Like, I think back in 2012 to no 2013 when I started making plushies. Then I was doing a lot of ponies and a lot of pony commissions and all that stuff. So you gave me the old patterns. Don't know if I still have them. I did? Yeah, I didn't even remember that. Maybe that's where my patterns went because I couldn't find. I was like scrolling through a lot of old patterns because I wanted to turn them into like I wanted to write tutorials for them and just release them. So I have like the piggy pattern and the mushroom and some others that are still waiting for me to finish their tutorial. And I was really thinking of getting the para sprites out as a pattern as well. But if you have them, then that's perfect. Keep them. I never gave my patterns away, so you are a very special person that has my pattern. So, I'm gonna get rid of that. So we have a couple of more Sakura. Well, it was many years ago before I actively went to do plushies, and you were... yeah, I think you were the first person that I actually gave a live workshop on how to make plushies, because we did like the ice cream squiddy together, and I actually still have, I don't know why, but every single creature that I make that's a prototype, I call it Cookie, so I have Cookie here, but I'll show you the original Cookie, which actually Malou helped me make, which is my little Cookie ice cream squiddy, which is my pin cushion. You remember this one? I know that you were sewing the beads on and you made him the Cookie, so this is the original Cookie. And then I have the dragon Cookie, and then I have like a lot of I even have like some crocheted new plushies that I also called Cookie. So for some reason every single plushie that I get, it's called Cookie. Yes, they were still, so this is still from the time that I was painting on the eyes, that I didn't have the embroidery machine, so Manu as well. Manu also has still painted on eyes, so they're all like with acrylic paints. They're all nice and painted on. So that's, you're the first person that I actually gave the in detail workshop on how I do plushies. So I think that would be super fun on making an actual workshop and inviting people over and having like a workshop together. I think I need to rent a different place because here is a little bit too small to sit with many people. But yeah, that was fun. Thank you. It's very cute. And I'm still welcome there for the photo service. Yes, we need to really definitely do a photo shoot together. I would love to have some of my water dragons posing with a real mermaid. That would be amazing. I like Rapidash and Ponyta 2 Galarian version. I think I might still have the Galarian version of Ponyta going with me to the convention. I cannot remember if I sold it. I don't think I sold it on the previous convention, so I think it's still packaged up to go with me. And I should actually do some stickers to take with me as well. But yeah, the Fiery Ponyta, I have it as work in progress in my other box of half-finished plushies. I still have a lot of like half-stitched projects because In the past, whenever I was short on time and making patterns, making pattern tutorials, I just pinned the plushies together and then took the photos and used Photoshop to delete the pins from the photo, and then I was just left with a couple of half-stitched and headless plushies because they were just being held together by pins. So sometimes still, if I'm short on time, then I would just pin the plushies up, take the picture, photo manipulate it so you cannot see that it's half-stitched, and that's it. Can I see? I actually have them packaged up, so I cannot really pick them up now. Tomorrow I'm leaving for the convention, so I packaged all the plushies already in the suitcases, so they are waiting for me in the hallway. Where is the next convention? It is in Horringham. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's in Horkham, which is like 20 minutes away from me. So if you manage to travel down Malou, then I would love to see you again. So it is on Saturday and Sunday, but tomorrow I go and I go build the table and do all the. I will take all the plushies with me to put them on the table already, so I don't have to do it in early Saturday because I will probably be super sleepy anyways. There we go. So now I'm just gonna be turning the blobbies around, and it's almost half an hour until sleepy time, so I'm gonna hurry to at least do this and the wings as well. You should, it was hella fun. Yeah, that would be nice. I really need to look into doing the workshops because I see that I actually cut through the air on this poor baby here. I need to pay more attention. Did I? Oh, this one is okay. I need to stitch this one on the sewing machine, so I'm gonna just leave one baby not turned around. Make sure that I don't cut another ear off. Come closer to the border. Yeah. That's gonna take a while. I'm actually happy that in August I can actually go home again. It's been 5 years since I've been home. So I'm really looking forward to seeing my family again after so long. And eating at my grandma's place. So finally, in August, I'm gonna take all month off and just go home. So the border will have to wait. So, let's see. Yeah, this is the one that I still have to cut. I'm just gonna clip into the fabric first. And then I'm gonna cut it around later. Really, like the more mistakes I start making, that's like the sign that I'm getting really tired and not paying enough attention. So now I have to like extra watch that I don't cut over any outline, because stitching with the sewing machine over it, for some reason I find it very annoying. Even though it takes like 2 seconds to stitch over it, I'm really annoyed whenever I have to do any sewing. I'm just gonna clip all around the corners. At least the blobbies are really fast to cut, so that's why I like doing keychains. It's really fast to make. Doesn't take too much fabric, so you can use a lot of smaller pieces as well. So all the stuff from big plushies I can use on tiny keychains and blobs and micro dragons. So it's always nice to be able to recycle in that way. So I'm gonna cut into her butt. My next and only convention as a dealer is NishCon and Abunai. I haven't been on those yet. I need to look maybe in the next year or so. Next time, better, I'm living in the north of the Netherlands. Ooh, north of the Netherlands. There's so many people, like everybody lives in the north of the Netherlands. I'm living in I guess, the centrum of the Netherlands, like completely in the center. So, but everybody lives so far away. Like, you would think that the Netherlands is very small, so everybody lives super close, but I don't really know anybody that lives super close to me. Everybody lives in the north or next to the border. Cutting outlines is the ultimate sign of tiredness. I agree. Or cutting the outlines, or just going with like the hemostats or with a chopstick and poking way too hard through somewhere to creating a hole. That's also like a very telling sign of I have to go to bed or I have to stop working. And my Thursdays are always very long, so that's okay to be tired a bit. I just need to push in the last few hours. And hopefully I can sleep good today and rest, and then tomorrow morning I can cut all the stickers and make sticker packs. And then finish all the other blobbies. And maybe do a little bit extra embroidery if I really have time, but in the afternoon I want to have everything ready, and then I'm gonna go to the convention place to pick up the tickets and my parking tickets and build the table. I'm gonna try and film a nice table setup TikTok, hopefully. Maybe do some magic and just take it easy. Like every convention I was rushing and stressing, but now I think by the fourth one I'm just like, I just want to get it over with, build the table and have fun. I don't want to stress too much. I'm in the middle. Yeah, okay, so if you are in the middle tranquility, then am I southern middle? Yeah, that's true. I think you're the only one that's the closest to me. I don't think there is, but you're not a plushie maker, so technically it doesn't count. But any plushie makers? No, I don't think so. I moved a little closer to you. Yeah, you moved from Belgium to somewhere in the north of the Netherlands, so it's like, that's not closer, that's like the same distance, just the other direction. My personal sign is when I'm placing the fabric with knob the wrong side, I know I need to take a break. Ooh. Well, in that case, I should have probably taken a break already ages ago, because that's been happening to me the entire afternoon. I've been placing the fabric the wrong way in the hoop, or even cutting it the wrong way. I made myself like little cardboard templates, and I have it written like knob should go that way, and then I still turn it around and cut it sideways. So it's yeah, I'm eternally tired, I guess. Just need to better focus, not multitask, do one thing at a time and try not to stress. Taking breaks is important. Oh, I keep missing messages here. The chat is going way too fast. Both events are in a hotel with a pool. Oh, that's nice. I haven't been swimming in many years. So having a pool in a hotel would be nice to just go, like after the convention you can just throw yourself into the pool and just float away. That would be nice. I make plushies, but most are for me and I make them by hand. Yeah, that's crazy. Like I used to make all of the plushies by hand as well, like all the hands or all the stitching, because I was too afraid to use my sewing machine at start. But if I would have now like the option of either using the machine or stitching it for hours and hours and weeks by hand, I don't think I have the patience anymore. Like I lost all my patience. So I have mad respect for anybody that still sews all the plushies by hand, or even hand embroidery. That's sorcery. Like I don't have the patience anymore. I think I lost my patience along the way. Now I just lose my patience with the machines, but I still like them because they save me time and save my hands, because my hands get painful really fast and flare up. So I'm still grateful for the machines. Hand sewing I'm not able to do anymore. It's 22 minutes less driving. Yes, out of like 5 hours or so. Was in Utrecht for a few weeks ago, 2-hour drive instead of 2:25. Oh. You're teasing me. We need to organize like a meeting someday, like all of the Dutch creators and all of the Dutch friends just make like a meetup, like make our own convention somewhere in the center of the Netherlands, so everybody will have to travel towards me and just have a nice meeting to see everybody. Googled for curiosity, 13 hours driving to Amsterdam. No, you're not the closest. Well, you have to look at a different town, because Amsterdam is north for me, so... But 13 hours, that's almost as much... Yeah, that is as many kilometers as I have from here to Slovenia. It's also 13 to 15 hours, so I think instead of going to Slovenia, I would just drive to France, then I would be there at the same time as well. Yeah, well, some of the American friends have to swim over, so that's a different story. At least we're in Europe, so we are kinda close together. I'm still looking, maybe next year I was invited to come to America, and I'm still like, it's so bizarre to me. I can't even wrap my head around how far apart everything is. Like, if you just want to go like to the store here, I would just go walk a few minutes, be at the store, but there you really have to go like with a cab everywhere, or with a taxi everywhere, or with a bus, or with a metro, and the towns look so big, and like, I think I'm gonna be super overwhelmed if I ever get there. You need to come and visit my house. We bought a place and got my own sewing room. Oh, you lucky. I'm gonna visit someday after the conventions, and I'm definitely gonna go to the north of the Netherlands and visit. There's no ocean between us. Yes. That makes it a bit easier, definitely. Yeah, I cannot wrap my head around how many hours it is to travel like from one state to the other in America. It's like traveling half a Europe, or having to go with the plane, or so. It's like mind-blowing. I have 2 more tiny wings to cut out, and then it's gonna be, maybe I'm gonna be right on time to at least finish these few babies, and I can stuff them at the convention. So that's my goal is gonna be like worst case scenario, if I don't manage to finish all the blobs tomorrow morning, then I'm gonna just cut out and turn around as many as I can, take some stuffing with me to the convention, and stuff them and sew them together there, because at least then I don't make all the mess with cutting the fabric and so I don't make fluffs everywhere. Just one more tiny wing. One wing is actually extra, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I have another dragon. 4. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so one wing is extra, so I don't even have to turn it around, because I made 6 because there was a little extra space. So that's I'm almost at the border with Spain. I'm far even for French people. Yeah. Well, I've never been to Spain either, so that's also one place that I still have to travel to. So it's I'm gonna come visit you too. I'm just gonna like do an Euro trip and visit everybody. I'm gonna bring the dragons and cookies and everything, and we're gonna have some fun. we're gonna have fun photo shoot, so I can go all the way around. There was still, like in the past, one of my dreams to just travel in all the major cities in Europe, because I was very obsessed with one cartoon, or with one of the anime cartoons, and they always, like, you know, whenever there was like a travel montage or so, they went into all the capitals of Europe and so. So I thought, like, yeah, someday I'm gonna be there. So actually, when I went to Paris, it was one of the capitals, and Amsterdam as well, one of the capitals that was in anime. So I was so happy when I was there. I felt really badass because I've been where my favorite anime characters were. Gotta love my little fantasy world. So now let's stuff some butts of these little dragons. I'm still not completely fond of this stuffing. It's super soft, but it splits apart. It's like little clouds that just doesn't sit well with my hemostat. So it's always a hustle to get it in. The previous one I could just roll around the hemostats and push in, so it was very easy. So cute, yeah. There we go. Now I just need to fill in the butt. I actually really love this color combination of like green and blue and pink. I think maybe some of them I could even do with purple flowers. But then I want to make tulips. For some reason, the leaves on the wings really remind me of tulips for some reason. So I want to make some tulip dragons eventually as well. Just want to make a lot of flowers. So yeah, I'm really excited for this weekend. Then I'm gonna be having the last convention of this season, and I can rest a bit and do all of the projects that I want to do for a while. I know that a few streams ago, when we had the public live stream, I think it was about in December or so, I said that I really wanted to release a book by May. I didn't even manage to do any illustrations for the book, so, and it's almost May, so that's not gonna happen. I need to extend the deadline. Convention's been in between. Tulips are your favorite. Ah, maybe I can send you some Dutch tulips to plant in the garden. Dutch tulips are taking over, yes. I actually don't have any. I think I'm like the only person living in the Netherlands that doesn't have tulips. But I have a lot of other plants and a lot of other flowers, but no tulips. I just admire them from afar. And sometimes I do buy them for myself, like a little bouquet, whenever I have to take some photos. I know that last year I bought a lot of tulips to make little photos of my butterfly dragons, so maybe I can make that as a tradition. Because now around Easter it's always a lot of flowers that you can buy at the supermarket and at the flower shop, so I need to maybe buy some tulips again. Maybe I can, like, if I have some blobs over, I'll buy some tulips. I'm gonna make some tulip blob dragons, and then I'm gonna make a photo shoot with the blobs. I sadly missed the sakura or the cherry blossom flowers. They were like last weekend. It was so beautiful, such a nice weather. But I felt a little bit under the weather, so I didn't really go outside to take pictures. And then during the week, I was super busy with everything. So then I came outside at the beginning of the week, and I thought, like, oh, all the flowers are gone. So now I only have like apples and apricots, or not apricots, peaches that are blooming right now. So maybe I can still take some pictures with the apple trees. Neither do you. You have carrots, strawberries, and lavender. Ooh. Lavender is something that I'm not really looking forward to anymore. Like when I was young, or when I was little, we always had a lavender bush right in front of my bedroom window, and I really started hating the smell. Like I've been smelling it since I was little, and for some reason I don't really like the lavender smell anymore. Only in small dosages. But I just kicked my charger off again, so I had to quickly fix it so the camera wouldn't fall. Strawberries and mint. Ooh, that's delicious. Ooh, so many. Hope I didn't miss any more comments. They're scrolling so fast always, and they're so tiny that I really have to like squint. I have a lot of Monstera plants because I kind of collect the Monstera Deliciosa and the variegated versions of them. So I have a lot of tropical plants and a lot of like pothos and some other vining plants because I think they look really nicely in any workroom. So that's it's a really strong smell. Was born in Provence. Everywhere lavender. Oh, that's yeah. I seen a lot of like pictures of the lavender fields and stuff. So I can imagine what a strong smell that has. I would probably never want to smell it again if just one little bush under the window already killed my sense of smell. Up front, and the window can't be opened here. Oh, okay, so you have them, you just admire them from afar without smelling too many. Do I spot a dragon hanging on your curtain? Yes, this is Drop. He is hanging on my curtain. He stayed over in the garden. I have Nikki as well, but I think she's in my bag because I took her with me somewhere. Oh no, Nikki is actually there on the, oh, you can see her on, let's see. Ooh. Oh, that's Toothless. This is Nikki. The little bird dragon. She is, oh, here. She is, normally on my curtain as well, but I think I was filming some videos and I put her there. So, they keep my curtains nice and open or closed. Like whenever I have to close the curtains, then I just use them because they have magnets in them. So I just use them to close my curtains. And I actually have new curtains now. So because the ones that I had before that were just like see-through transparent curtains, they didn't block out the sun. So whenever I did photo or video editing on the computer, I couldn't see anything and I had to wait for the sun to go away. But now I actually have curtains that when I close them, then everything is sort of dark, so I can work on my screens. And we don't have that much issues with the sun in your face anymore. So, yay! Sometimes before I open the door, I rub my hands in it, but that's about it. Yeah, I think it's a very nice and relaxing smell, but for like a lot of people really love it like before bed and so. But for me, it stresses me out. I don't know, maybe some traumas from home or so. Whenever I smell lavender, it just brings me back into my old bedroom and I'm like, blah. I think it never relaxed me whenever I went to sleep. It always like, And it always attracted, or no, I think lavender actually repels mosquitoes, right? But I always had mosquitoes in my room, so I don't know. My lavender didn't really work that well, I think. Bad lavender. So I'm gonna just stitch a bud here. I see that it's already 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to stop the streams and go to sleep. I'm just gonna stitch this bud close as I'm here already. Then at least I have already finished a bit of the job, and then I can go and take some photos now and then go to bed and get ready for tomorrow, dream of a new table setup that I'm gonna implement. So I do too, but reminds me of my grandma. Oh, that's nice. Well, one thing that I do love is lavender tea, so that's nice. Like any tea is really nice anyways, so. But lavender tea, that's really tasty and smells nice. My grandma also used to have a lot of lavender and stuff, but the smell that I really associate with it's cinnamon, because she always has a lot of cinnamon sticks at home to dry them and stuff. So I think I always have cinnamon for her. And she used to bake a lot of. Now she doesn't bake anymore. She just buys it in the store. But she used to bake a lot of apple strudel and apple thingies. So she always used a ton of cinnamon in. Good night, have fun. Oh, thank you, Ada. I'm gonna be posting stuff on Patreon, so you're gonna be able to see with me. Maybe because now I'm in the Netherlands, I might be able to do like a Patreon live stream from the convention. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I do have to charge my camera, so that I have to not forget. Night. Bye, Malou. I'm gonna go to bed now as well, so it's nice having you here. So there we go. I managed to make like a little butt. So we have a dragon with a little butt. So I'm gonna stop the stream here, go to bed. I have made at least one of each blobby, so now I can take pictures of them. Now I can make like a blob tower. I wonder if they would just... Oh, they actually stand. What else? Let's see. Appa is probably gonna be too heavy. Maybe the kid... That's not gonna work, but... Whoops. Yeah, we're gonna give you... Maybe Cookie is gonna do the honors and give a good night kiss now that he's here. So we're gonna stop the streams here, take a rest, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a very nice time of the day if you're on the other side of the world. And if you're going to bed with us, then we wish you a very good night. Thank you. And we get like a kiss on this camera. Mwah! And a kiss on this camera. Mwah! See, Cookie always takes care of giving good night kisses to everybody. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Thank you, Shanyan. And thank you, Ada and Malou, and everybody else watching.